Hey YouTube, it's Tracy or Banded to Succeed, and I am coming to you for week 37 post-op lap band update. Took my glasses off because the reflection was just crazy. So let's start with the numbers. I was banded on February 29th of 2012, and I started out at 262.2 in October of 2011. I lost 25 pounds prior to surgery, and last week I was 168. This week, week 37, I am 165.8. So that is a 2.2 pound loss, which is fantastic. That is a total loss of 96.4 pounds so far. Very excited. My goal weight is 154. I am 5 foot 7 inches. 5 foot 7 inches. So my goal is 154. So that's about 12 pounds. Very, very, very happy about that. It's getting close, right? So this week's been pretty rough for me. Weight loss has been good, but let's get the NSV out of the way first of all. So January 22nd, I made a video, and it was before I was banded, and I had already started losing weight, and I was so excited to have my first NSV. Well, I'm gonna add to the NSV a little bit. I was so excited that I could get my wedding ring off after 4 years. Well, now it's so big it won't stay on, which my husband not too happy about. I do have to take it off to run, and yesterday it did finally fall off of my hand when I had shaken my hand, so I'm gonna have to really look into I tried getting those little things that go around your finger. They're like little cheap plastic things. Well, they're too big, so they make it so tight that my finger feels like it's gonna fall off. So I'm like stuck in transition mode right now where I can't really put one on yet, but it's too big just to stay on by itself, so I have to be really careful. I don't want to lose it like I lost my phone. So that was an NSV. As for my week, Saturday I went running, and I decided that I had gone running on Tuesday, the week before, and I froze. So I went on Saturday and I got some stuff. I got like a head thing and gloves, and I was all ready. I was so hot when I was running. I just couldn't get it right. So I did like 4.5 miles on Saturday. Felt good. I was a little overheated because of all the winter gear I put on. I didn't really need it because it was like 60 degrees here. We have fluke summers or winters, but anyway. So then Sunday came, and I decided that I needed to do another 4 miles. So says my training schedule, but I couldn't do it. At 2.5 miles, my brain started talking myself out of running. And I know that most runners know that you really have to fight. At least I have to fight through every mile to get to the next one, because my brain says, oh, you're tired, stop, you know, stop at the next stop, you know, just keep, whatever. Well, my body didn't feel right, so I did stop. I had, after 2.5 miles, I ran, and then I walked the other 1.5 miles back to my car. I wasn't feeling the greatest, and when I got home around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I started feeling not dizzy, but just really fatigued, and my heart started hurting. Not painful, nothing like, oh my gosh, I'm having a heart attack or anything like that. I just felt like something wasn't right. I was feeling a little bit of tightness. So after basically sitting the rest of the day and not doing anything, finally around 10 o'clock at night, I decided, after I had tried to fall asleep twice and I couldn't fall asleep because my heart was beating out of rhythm, or it was just out of whack. So 10 o'clock, I went to the ER. They did all the blood work, urine, and they did EKGs, and everything was fine, which was very thankful for that. They did put me on the heart monitor, and you could see the palpitations dipping every time I would feel that tightness. The most I ever got was 3 in a row, which became pretty painful, but it was very sporadic, so it was nothing that they could actually say, okay, we're gonna keep you for. So I was glad I got to go home. About 1 o'clock in the morning, I ended up getting home, and they had made an appointment for me the next day with my family physician, and so I went in the next day to the doctor. They did another EKG. The pain, not pain, but it did still hurt a little. I could still feel the palpitations. It felt more like getting poked by a pin instead of the tightness. So, and that was about 9 o'clock in the morning the next day on Monday. And then I got to see my doctor, and they said, we'll schedule you to get a Holter monitor. So, I have a new accessory. Yes, I am all wired up. I just came from the cardiac department, and I have a new accessory for 24 hours. They're gonna monitor my heart rate and see if I'm having them where I'm not feeling them and I've just always had them, or if I had too much chocolate caffeine shake in the morning and decided to run and I wasn't up to it. I'm really hoping that's what it was. It's basically, my doctor told me I'm not allowed to run. So for all of those times that I say I run because I don't run because I like it, I run because it works, I really am finding out that I really do like it. I miss it, because when you're told you can't do something, that's all you want to do, right? So I'm going to be very upset if I'm not able to be a runner. I've been working towards this for a long time. I have all my plans and my goals set, so it's very disappointing. So, but I don't have any regrets. I tried, and if this is something I'm not able to do, then I will be a walker, I guess. I mean, many people do walk and still continue to lose weight. It's just, you know, I was overweight for 20 years, and now that I am getting in shape, I'm having medical problem, and that's really sad that you can be felt fat and healthy, and when you try to be healthy physically, I'm finding out that I'm having an issue. So it's very depressing, but I'm working through it, and I just hope that none of you have regrets. So if you are able-bodied and you just don't want to do it because you don't want to do it, think of those that want to do it that can't. So get out there and run. It doesn't take long. Start running in place, you know? I mean, I will not regret trying to run. If I'm told that I'm able to run and this is just something that it was a fluke, I will not take it for granted. I will be out running as much as possible. Because when you're told no, all you want to do is do it. So get outside and run if you can. Bye, guys.